Did you know that storing ginger the wrong way can cut its shelf life in half? Ginger is one of those ingredients we don't use all at once, but when we need it, we want it fresh, juicy, and full of flavor. Whether you're using it for cooking, tea, or natural remedies, keeping it fresh makes all the difference. In today's video, I'll show you a few smart, easy methods to store your ginger so it stays fresh for weeks or even months. Let's dive in and keep your ginger from going to waste. Let's start with the first method, super simple and surprisingly effective. First, take a dry cloth or paper towel and gently wipe off any dirt or soil from the skin of the ginger. Important, don't wash the ginger before storing it. Why? Because moisture trapped on the surface can lead to mold or spoilage much faster. Once the ginger is clean and dry, wrap the whole unpeeled root in a dry paper towel. Then place it in a zip-top bag or an airtight container. Seal it up and pop it in the fridge. This method helps limit moisture and air exposure, two of the main reasons ginger goes bad. It keeps the root from getting moldy and helps it stay fresh for up to 3 to 4 weeks. Have you ever tried storing ginger this way before? If not, give it a shot. And if you're finding this helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more kitchen tips just like this. Now, let's move on to another method. This one's great if you want your ginger ready to use at any time. Start by giving the ginger a good rinse to remove any dirt or leftover soil on the surface. Since we'll be peeling it next, it's totally fine to wash it this time. Just make sure to pat it dry afterward. Before we prep it, let's take a quick moment to talk about why ginger is so valuable. Ginger isn't just a flavorful spice, it's packed with antioxidants, anti-inflammatory compounds, and natural oils that support digestion, reduce nausea, and even boost the immune system. It's no wonder it's been used in traditional medicine for centuries. Now that it's clean, go ahead and peel off the outer skin. You can use a spoon to gently scrape it away, or a vegetable peeler, whatever works best for you. Peeling helps remove the tough, dry layer, so you're left with the soft, juicy core perfect for cooking or tea. Next, depending on how you plan to use it, you can slice it into thin rounds or mince it into small pieces. Sliced ginger works well for tea or soup, while chopped ginger is great for stir-fries or marinades. Once prepped, place the ginger into a zip-top freezer bag or an airtight container. Try to spread the pieces out a bit so they don't clump together. Then, store it in the freezer. Here's the best part. Frozen ginger can last up to 6 months, and you don't even need to thaw it before using. Just grab what you need and toss it straight into your pan or teapot, super convenient for busy days. This method saves time, reduces waste, and makes sure you always have fresh ginger on hand when you need it. Now, let's talk about a more traditional, low-tech way to store ginger. No fridge or freezer required. Start with fresh ginger, unpeeled, and remember, don't wash it. Instead, take a dry cloth or paper towel and gently wipe off any dirt or soil. This step is important because excess moisture can speed up spoilage. Next, grab a clean glass jar with a tight-fitting lid. This will be your storage container. Before adding the ginger, sprinkle a small layer of uncooked rice into the bottom of the jar, just enough to cover the surface. Why rice? It acts as a natural moisture absorber. Any humidity inside the jar gets soaked up by the rice, helping to keep the ginger dry and mold-free. Now place the ginger inside the jar. You don't need to pack it tightly, just to make sure the pieces sit comfortably and have a bit of breathing room. Seal the jar with this lid, and now for the final step. Store the jar in a cool, dry place away from direct sunlight and heat. A pantry or cupboard works great for this. This method keeps the ginger in a stable, dry environment and helps prevent mold or soft spots. With this technique, your ginger can stay fresh and usable for about 2 to 3 weeks, all without needing refrigeration. It's simple, natural, and a perfect solution if you use ginger regularly and want it easily accessible. Let's move on to a more flavorful storage methadone that doesn't just keep ginger fresh, but actually turns it into a delicious condiment. This is method 2, preserving ginger in vinegar or alcohol. Start by peeling the ginger. Use a spoon or vegetable peeler to remove the outer skin. Then, depending on how you want to use it later, you can either slice it thinly or cut it into fine matchsticks. Thin slices are perfect for layering into dishes or pickling, while shredded ginger is great for mixing into sauces or salads. Next, take a clean glass jar with a tight lid and place the prepared ginger inside. Then pour in enough white vinegar or white alcohol like rice wine or vodkatno fully submerge the ginger. Make sure the liquid completely covers the ginger to prevent it from spoiling. Seal the jar tightly and store it in the refrigerator. And that's it, simple but incredibly effective. What's great about this method is that it serves a double purpose. First, it preserves the ginger for 2 to 3 months in the fridge. Second, over time, the ginger takes on the tangy flavor of the vinegar or the subtle sharpness of the alcohol, creating a fragrant, flavorful infusion. You can use this pickled ginger as a zesty topping for rice bowls, noodle dishes, or salads, or even add it to marinades and dipping sauces. It's also great on its own as a side with savory meals. So not only are you keeping your ginger fresh, you're also adding depth and flavor to your cooking. It's a win-win, especially if you love to experiment with bold, bright flavors in the kitchen. Here's another smart and practical way to keep your ginger fresh using just a paper bag and a bit of baking soda. First, take your ginger and clean it thoroughly. Use a dry cloth or a soft brush to gently remove any dirt or soil on the surface. It's important not to wash the ginger with water. Introducing moisture at this stage can actually speed up the rotting process, making the ginger spoil faster. Now, prepare a clean paper bag. You can use a craft paper bag or any dry paper bag that's food safe. Sprinkle about 1 teaspoon of baking soda into the bottom of the bag. The baking soda works as a natural moisture absorber, helping to keep the inside of the bag dry and reducing the risk of mold. Place the unwashed, unpeeled ginger into the bag and fold the top over to close it. It doesn't need to be airtight, just enough to keep the contents protected. Once the bag is ready, store it in the refrigerator, ideally in the vegetable crisper drawer. This area tends to have lower humidity, which is perfect for preserving fresh produce like ginger. Make sure to check the ginger every 1 to 2 weeks. If you notice the baking soda has absorbed too much moisture or has become clumpy, simply replace it with a fresh spoonful to maintain its effectiveness. With this method, your ginger can stay fresh for about 3 to 4 weeks, and possibly even longer if storage conditions are ideal. It's a simple, eco-friendly option that helps extend the life of your ginger without relying on plastic or special containers. And there you have it, several easy and effective ways to store ginger so it stays fresh, flavorful, and ready whenever you need it. Whether you prefer keeping it whole in a paper towel, freezing it for quick use, preserving it in vinegar, or using a paper bag with baking soda, each method has its own benefits depending on how often you cook and what flavors you enjoy. No more wasted ginger, no more last-minute grocery runs. Just smart storage and a kitchen staple that's always within reach. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more practical kitchen tips. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.